Hello everyone. Hope you all are fine. So I'm back with the geography chapter of class 10th, chapter 1, resources and development. This is the part 3rd of the chapter in which we will cover soil as a resource. Soil as a resource. Soil is one of the most important renewable natural resources. And soil can be defined as an upper layer of the earth in which plant grows, or it is a mixture of minerals, organic matters, gases, liquids that support life on the earth. Soil supports the growth of plants. Soil is the natural home of many living organisms such as rats, snakes, many insects, many other more animals. Soil is the most important renewable natural resource. It is the medium of plant growth and supports different types of living organisms on the earth. Soil is formed over millions of years by weathering of rocks and minerals, and also by natural agents like variation in temperature, climate, wind, glaciers, and running water. The important factors that influence soil formation are relief, parent rock, vegetation, and other life forms, and time. Parent rock or bedrock, climate, vegetation, and other forms of life and time are the important factors in the formation of soil. Chemical and organic changes which take place in the soil plays an important role. Soil is also consist of organic, which is also known as humus, and inorganic materials. Soil is a natural, abiotic, renewable resources containing inorganic and organic matter like humus. Soil is an essential resource that supports a majority of plant and animal life on the earth. Based on their physical and chemical properties, age, texture and color, soil in India can be classified as alluvial soils, second, black soils, third, red and yellow soils, fourth, laterite soils, fifth, desert or arid soils, sixth, forest and mountain soil. Have a look at the classification of a soil. Now we are going to study these classifications one by one. So first is alluvial soil. The entire northern plain are made up of alluvial soil. This is the most widespread soil in India, which has been deposited by three important Himalayan rivers system, the Indus, the Ganga and the Brahmaputra, covering about 45.6% of the area. It is also found in Rajasthan, Gujarat and eastern coastal plains, particularly in the deltas of Mahanadi, the Godavari, the Krishna and the Kaveri rivers. The alluvial soil consists of various proportions of sand, slate and clay. As we move inland towards the river valleys, soil particles appear to be bigger in size, whereas in the upper side of the river valley, the soil are coarse. Reaches of the river valley, that is near the place of the break of slope, the soil are coarse. Such soils are more common in Piedmont plains such as Duars, Chaos and Terai. Based on age, alluvial soil can be classified as old alluvial, that is Bhangar, and new alluvial, that is Khadar. The Bhangar soil has a high concentration of conker nodule than the Khadar, so it is less fertile. And new alluvial soil, that is Khadar, has more fine particle and is more fertile than the Bhangar. Alluvial soil are very fertile These soils contain an adequate proportion of potash, phosphoric acid and lime, which are ideal for the growth of sugarcane, paddy, wheat and other cereal and pulse crops. Due to its high fertility, areas having this soil are very intensively cultivated and densely populated. Alluvial soil in the drier areas are more alkaline and need fertilizer and good irrigation. Next is black soils. This soil is black in color and is also known as Rigur soil. Climatic condition along with the parent rock material are the important factor for the formation of black soil. The soil is ideal for growing cotton and is also known as black cotton soil. It covers 16% of India's total geographical area. This type of soil is typical of the Deccan Trap basalt region spread over northwest Deccan Plateau and is made up of lava flows. The soil covers the plateau of Maharashtra, Saurashtra, Malwa, Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh and extend in the southeast direction along the Godavari and the Krishna Valley. The black soils are made up of extremely fine, that is clay material and well known for their capacity to hold moisture. Black soil is nutrient rich and contain calcium carbonate, magnesium, potash and lime. It develops deep cracks during the hot summer, which helps in the aeration of the soil. The soil is sticky when wet and difficult to work on unless tilted immediately after the first shower or during the pre-monsoon period. Next is red and yellow soils. This type of soil develops on crystalline igneous rock in area of low rainfall in the eastern and southern parts of the Deccan Plateau. These soils develop a reddish color due to diffusion of iron in crystalline and metamorphic rock. It looks yellow when it occurs in a hydrated form. It is red in color and covers 10.6% of India's total geographical area. This type of soil found in parts of Odisha, Chhattisgarh, southern parts of the Middle Ganga plain and along the Piedmont zone of the Western Ghats. Have a look at the red soil and yellow soil. Next is laterite soil. The word laterite has been derived from the Latin word later, which means brick. It covers about 7.2% of the India's total geographical area. Laterite soil is formed in the regions which get high rainfall with high temperature. This causes leaching of the soil and microorganisms are killed during the process. Leaching is washing away or draining away of the plant's nutrients from the soil due to excess rainfall. So due to this, laterite soil does not contain any humus or contain very low amount of humus. This soil is mainly found in Kerala, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Madhya Pradesh and in hilly areas of Odisha and Assam. The soil can be made cultivable with heavy dose of manures. After adopting appropriate soil conservation techniques, particularly in the hilly areas of Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu, this soil is very useful for growing tea and coffee. Red laterite soil in Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh and Kerala are more suitable for crops like cashew nuts. Next is desert or arid soil. Arid soil ranges from red to brown in color, and this soil covers about 4% of India's total geographical areas. In some areas, common salt is obtained in this soil due to evaporation of water. This soil is generally sandy in texture and saline in nature. Arid soil lack humus and moisture. The lower horizon of the soil are occupied by kankar. Because of increasing calcium content downwards, kankar layer formation in the bottom horizon restrict the infiltration of water. This soil is found in western parts of Rajasthan, northern Gujarat and southern part of Haryana. Next comes forest and mountain soil. These soils are found in the hilly and mountainous areas and covers about 8% of India's total geographical area. Soil texture varies according to the mountain environment. The soil texture is loamy and slitty in valley sides and coarse-grained in the upper slopes. In the snow-covered areas of Himalayas, these soils experience denudation and are acidic with low humus content. The soil is fertile on the river terraces and alluvial fanes. This type of soil is found in the valley, particularly on the river terraces and in the hilly regions of Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh. This type of soil is useful for cultivating spices, tea, coffee and tropical fruits. So look at, this is your forest or mountainous soil. Soil erosion and soil conservation. So what is soil erosion? Soil erosion is the removal of the soil cover and subsequent washing down of topsoil. Or in other words, removal of topsoil is called soil erosion. Intense farming, grazing, construction activities and other human activities like deforestation, overgrazing, construction and mining, defective methods of farming, plowing in a wrong way like up and down the slope form channels. And these channels make way for quick flow of water, which leads to soil erosion. Soil erosion, if not checked in time, can even lead to desertification. The process of soil formation and soil erosion go on simultaneously. Generally, there is a balance between the two. However, the balance is disturbed due to natural and human cause. The soil erosion is caused due to human activities like deforestation, overgrazing, construction and mining. Also, there are some natural forces like wind, glacier and water which lead to soil erosion. Soil erosion is also caused due to defective methods of farming. The running water cuts through the clay soil and makes deep channels as gullies. And these gullies is, like I told you earlier, that running water cuts through a clay soil, right? The land becomes unfit for cultivation after that, and that land is known as bad land. Bad land is that land which is unfit for cultivation. The example of bad land is river rise of Chambal. When water flow as a sheet over a large area down a slope and the topsoil is washed away, it is known as sheet erosion. The wind blows loose soil off flat and or sloping land known as wind erosion. So, we can conserve soil through different ways. And what are those ways? Those ways are contour plowing, terrace cultivation, strip cropping, shelter belts, etc. So let's have a look at them. flowing along the contour lines decelerate the flow of water down the slopes. This is called contour flowing. Terrace farming or terrace cultivation. In this types of farming, steps can be cut out on the slopes, making terraces to restrict erosion. This type of agriculture practice is done in western and central Himalayas. When a large field is divided into strips and strips of grasses are left to grow between the crops, then this breaks up the force of the wind. This method is known as strip cropping. Planting lines of trees to create shelter also works in a similar way. Rows of these shelter belts have contributed significantly to the stabilization of sand dunes and in stabilizing the desert in western India. Rows of such trees are called shelter belts. I hope this lecture is beneficial to you in understanding the chapter 1st of Geography of Class 10, Resources and Development. Thank you so much.